coming up in this read. You will come to realize that it's actually this individual that is the one that is not good enough, and there's nothing actually wrong with you. Virgo, let's get into your July reading. Any information that you need, as always, you can find it all in my pinned comment and in my description box below. If you're cross-watching for Virgo, then please switch over the roles, because I could be speaking directly to you. And please do keep in mind that this is a general reading, which means it is not going to resonate for absolutely everybody. You only take what's resonating specifically for you, and you leave what doesn't hit home for somebody else. Okay, please also do respect the tarot and approach it with patience, an open mind, and without expectations. And if you don't want to miss a video, then subscribe and stay notified. Also, Virgo, just while I'm pulling your cards as well, if you're struggling in any of your relationships, or even if you feel that you're struggling to find love, then please do check out my recent interview with a relationship expert to see how he can help you to achieve that relationship of your dreams. Okay, and I will leave the link to that podcast at the end of this video for you. Okay, so your first card out is Saturn, Truth. I don't know why your cards are not jumping. Usually they're all out well by now during the read. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there for a second. Okay, right, you're being challenged, a time to make it or break it. This can indicate a mental... this can indicate a mentor, lessons, and being on your path. Restrictions, being focused on your path, possible penalties, reaping what you've sown, shattering experiences, disappointment, not giving up and following through. Okay, so it's very 50-50, okay, with this Saturn energy. Now, obviously, I'm not an astrologer, okay, so I'm going to read the energy intuitively. For any budding astrologers out there, if you want to apply this to certain placements in your own chart, absolutely go for it. You do you, okay. It indicates over the next couple of weeks, it is going to be very 50-50, okay. It feels like a trade-off. A trade-off is taking place energetically, so it's like surrendering something in return for something else, okay, so something better. So that's where you're seeing all of this, like penalties, you know, all of the more negative things that this card can indicate. You're trading off the negative for the positive. And that within itself is presenting a challenge, because, you know, you do like to know what's happening, how it's happening, who it's happening with, when it's happening, how long it's going to last for. That's how you feel secure, okay, which is perfectly reasonable. It's understandable. The fact that you're going to feel like you don't have all of the answers is what's going to be a challenge specifically for you. A time to make it or break it, so that would indicate giving it your all, okay, giving everything that you approach your very best, all right, really applying yourself fully and completely, you know, go big or go home, as they say, right? So you're not going to be able to do anything by half measures, basically. Right, and then you've got Scorpio, I transform. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you could have Scorpion placements in your own chart. Again, it's just how do these energies feel for you, and apply it that way, okay? You're being tested, yeah, no shit, because we've already seen it there with the Saturn energy. And you might feel like you don't have support. Fight the forces gathered against you. You will likely win. Somebody plotting revenge for something that you're not actually guilty of doing. Sexual attractions, wish for or not. Obsessions, deep self-analysis, going to the extremes. Charisma, resurrection, anything Egyptian. The month of autumn, stalkers and psychic abilities. Well, lucky you, Virgo. Apparently you have a stalker. I say lucky you because the only one that stalks me is my cat. So yeah, listen, jokes aside, there could be some of you struggling with unwanted or unwarranted attention. Okay, so with you, for whatever reason, with you, I'm feeling this highly ambitious energy. Okay, this high ambition has caught someone's attention towards you. Whether positive or negative is going to be entirely dependent upon your own perspective. Okay. For some of you, though, I do feel that there's some kind of unwanted attention, you know. Feeling like you have no support. So that's like basically everyone else around you expecting you to do most of the legwork. Not really making time for what's important. I mean, this energy, it does feel really, really heavy, especially like combined as well. It says that you will likely win though. So, I mean, listen, if somebody is plotting revenge against you for something that you didn't do, you will likely win. And also as well, the thing with Saturn is a very karmically charged energy. Okay, it's literally father time. It's all about restrictions, structures. It's the hard taskmaster. Okay, this is what pushes us to feel our ambition, right? It helps us to set and achieve our goals and to create secure lives for ourselves with this Saturn energy. It's your power to reward. So it really is, someone is going to reap what they have sown. Again, whether that's positive or negative depends entirely upon your own situation. Okay, so it's like you will know your own situation better than anybody else, and you will know as to whether or not you're due some good karmic rewards or some of the more less desirable karmic situations, should we say. I'm trying not to, you know, I am trying not to make this really negative. That's why I was saying, like, as soon as these cards came out, it's like really 50-50. You know, like, what side of the fence are you sitting on for this? Are you the one that knows full well that, like, you've been taken advantage of and that you've been victimized and this, that and the next, and that you have honestly tried your best to do everything correct, but you're still getting bullshit from other people? Well, then that karmic reward, in the more sort of less desirable sense, would be going towards the individuals who have been mistreating you, should we say, and you would be getting the more positive payback, should we say, from all of the hard work and diligence that you've been putting in. So, like, do you know what I mean? It's up to you how these pieces of the puzzle fit specifically for you. I do also see with this particular combination that obviously you're going through a massive transformation. So that would explain that whole make it or break it energy. That this whole thing about, look, half measures right now, it's not going to be good enough. You really do need to apply your all and apply your best, you know, putting your best foot forward, all of that good stuff, keeping your intent true as well, making sure that there is nothing that is out of alignment with who you are as an individual that is around you. Okay, that could possibly, I don't know why I'm getting temptation is weird, but somebody might tempt you into giving up before you've even fully tried, if that makes sense. So anyone who's being overly negative, especially overly negative about you and your potential, maybe don't converse with them at this point in time, because you might feel that pressure. You might just feel tempted into throwing your hands up and going, oh, do you know what, this is too difficult, I give up. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, deep down that that wouldn't be benefic for you. Okay. Really, really interesting. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to pull your tarot and we will see what is coming out. It's not going to stay straight. Okay, right. So as always, any of the zodiac information that I give you, your discernment definitely required, because they could be placements in your chart, in someone else's chart, or they could be character traits of somebody as well. That's coming in towards Virgo, please. Okay, wow. It's the Emperor reversed. Okay, so you have the Ten of Swords reversed, the Five of Coins reversed, which is beautiful. You also have the Emperor in reverse, so I'm going to need to clarify what that Emperor in reverse is. It's someone who is really stressing you out. You've got the Nine of Swords that's come out now as well. So it's this one doesn't feel like your energy, Virgo, that Emperor reversed. It feels like, do you remember how in this card here it was saying, look, somebody is trying to, should we say, punish you for something that you didn't do? That's what that feels like. Okay, you've also got the Seven of Cups and the Three of Coins. So far you've got Gemini, Taurus, Aries, more Gemini, Scorpio and Capricorn. Okay. Oof. Right, so your major arcana in reverse. Right, Virgo. Yeah. I see what's going on here. Okay, right. The Eight of Coins, that is Virgo energy. The Eight of Wands, Sagittarius, and then the Two of Coins, Capricorn. Someone is trying to put doubts in your head about your own abilities. Definitely. It's very consistent throughout this energy. And it's like, we've got you here going, but what if they're right? What if they're right about what it is that they're saying? And what if they're correct, that I'm not going to be able to do this thing? Do you know what I mean? It's someone is basically projecting all of their fears, their anxiety and their bullshit onto you. That's what's going on in this energy. Who's this Emperor in reverse, please, for Virgo? Who is this Emperor? Okay, a decision maker. What is their intent? Thank you. Eight of Cups reversed, Two of Wands reversed. So that's their intent and that's who they are. So this individual could be, but doesn't have to be, an Aries or a Sagittarius. A Pisces could be as well. Could be, but doesn't have to be. Okay. It's basically whoever this Emperor in reverse is, it is indicating that it's somebody who is in a position of power. They didn't necessarily earn that position of power. It's something that they have, just as that they can claim rights to the title. They don't actually give a shit about that position or job that they have. They're just wanting it for the so that they can tell people, oh yeah, I'm this, that and the next. You know, it is someone who is quite high up in society, and what I mean by that is a very powerful decision maker. So it could be a member of parliament, member of government, it could be someone in the legal area, you know, just someone who has a lot of power and influence over others. Okay, definitely a decision maker of some kind. So like a boss, a superior, a manager, whatever the case might be, okay? The bottom line with this energy is they are in a position of power and they shouldn't be there. Like, it really is as simple as that. They are not, like, personality-wise, they're very concerned about what other people think of them. And that's why this title, whatever title it is that they have, is super, super important to them. And that's literally the only thing that they care about. Like, they put that in front of their own family. Do you know what I mean? So it's like there is literally nobody that this individual would not throw under the bus to ensure that they keep their current position in society. Like, that is literally someone who is only out for themselves and, like, literally to hell with everybody else. This is the individual that is putting doubts in your head. Okay, so you're needing to get something off your chest with the Ten of Swords coming out in reverse. These two are amazing energies in reverse. Okay, it's when these come out upright, that's when there are like big problems, when these are in the upright position. In your read, they have come out in reverse, which is absolutely amazing. Okay, you do need to get something off your chest though, so you probably do need to speak to somebody trustworthy about dealing with this individual. Okay, and for a lot of you do need to tread carefully about this particular person because of the position that they hold in society. They are actually quite a dangerous individual because of the amount of influence that they have over others. Okay, so maybe talking to a counsellor, a psychologist, and anyone like that, anyone that you trust, just so that you can get it off your chest. Okay, and the Five of Coins in reverse is also really beautiful because it pertains to you coming out of feeling like you're not good enough. This twat, for lack of a better description, has been putting really funny ideas in your head that you're not good enough, and it's simply not true. In fact, in time, over the next couple of weeks or days or maybe even hours, you will come to realize that it's actually this individual that is the one that is not good enough, and there's nothing actually wrong with you. You will have that clarity and that revelation that whoever that is, they have been projecting their shit onto you. And the fact it's come out with the Wheel of Fortune as well, that's another karmically charged card. And you started off your read with Saturn and Truth. So the lies and the BS that this individual has been telling everybody, that's the one that needs to watch out. Because this is the one that's going to feel the effects of that Saturn energy. Okay, it is really funny because similar themes have been coming out now for the past couple of months in these reads, where people are really seeing evidence in their physical of the karma bus is being already here. Okay, this is someone who is trying to stop you from living your fullest potential because they see your potential, they see that you can go far, and they're filling your head full of shit to try and keep you stuck. So that you're going to feel like, oh, well, I have no other option but to stick it out with this individual or in this company or whatever the case might be, which is total bullshit because you do have options. You have a lot of them. In fact, for some of you, you've got more options than you know what to do with, which is what's causing you a bit of a headache. Okay, you can excel at anything that you turn your hand to when you apply yourself. And the problem is, for as long as you're around the sphere of influence of this individual, you're going to feel like you don't have these options when you actually do. Again, it's because of all the shit that they're filling your head with. They've made you sort of look at yourself in ways that are not normal, let's be honest, because some of you are looking at yourself like, this individual's correct about me, and they're not. Like, they're really, really not. They're changing up. They're actively changing up how you feel about yourself, and that is simply not right, and it's not fair. And tell us about the Eight of Coins and the Eight of Wands, please, for Virgo. Okay. Yeah, see, that was a bit sloppy the way that came out. So dealing with that individual is, quite frankly, exhausting for you. It's come out with the Five of Coins. So an opportunity that you thought wasn't going to come around, it actually is coming around. I think these are reversed as well. Three of Cups reversed, and the Emperor. Are you fucking kidding me? Emperor reversed again. This is sabotage, Virgo. It's straight up sabotage. This Emperor in reverse is trying to sabotage you. And they're not going to get away with it. They're really, really not. Because this is all going to come out. And the only thing that you have to do, Virgo, is to focus on yourself. What is it that you're wanting? Where is it that your attention should be? Because for the most part, you're really, really limited on what you can do in the physical about that individual. Yeah, Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You're going to be smug. When I'm telling you, they are going to get theirs. And you're going to be quite smug about it. You're getting your wish fulfillment. In spite of this Emperor in reverse's best efforts to try and keep you stuck, try and keep you small. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're trying to keep you in this box. It's weird. It's really, really weird. I do see you escaping from underneath them at some point, though, with the Eight of Coins and the Eight of Wands. And remember as well, the Two of Coins was your overall energy. So things being balanced out again. Things being made right. Okay, Melting Mask. Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. Wow. Okay. Number 16. Okay, so a role becomes a mask when it distorts, constricts, or conceals rather than reflects the true expression of our spirit self. A mask typically arises out of the ego's desire to be real and in control, when in fact it is neither. The ego, like the body and emotions, are tools. Their function, when used appropriately and proportionately, is to give authentic form and expression to our spirit self. Drawing this card signifies the impending loss of a mask to an encounter, an event, or a circumstance that incites its melting. Yeah. Someone's false persona is being torn away, basically. And for whatever reason, this individual has had a massive impact on yourself. A period of confusion, turmoil, or grief may follow this mask's dissolution. It had once served you in some way, therefore it is a loss that can take some adjusting to, especially if there remains a significant identification with and attachment to this mask. The featured mother wishes to assure you that the dissolution of any mask is a blessing. With time, you will begin to see that losing the image of who you thought you were or had believed that you needed to be is in fact the liberating path to experiencing all the more that you are. So whoever this individual tried to force you to be, Virgo, that never was a good fit for you anyway, that also is melting away. Okay. To support you through this time of impending change, tune into your spirit self's light, love and stillness. Observe which roles in your life feel good, natural and autonomous. Ask yourself, what are my main roles at the moment? What does each one mean to me? Would I be more or less of myself without it? Would I be seen by others to be more or less without it too? Such roles could include mother, daughter, friend, employee, employer, partner, student or volunteer. Then ask, which of these roles are draining me? Which of them are energizing for me? Are any fraught with drama or just too boring? Do any feel like masks stifling me through obligations that I often resent rather than lovingly fulfill? Upon reviewing the answers to these questions, there is a current role that functions more like a constricting mask that you would love to lose. Oh, is there a current role that functions more like a constricting mask that you would love to lose or would be terrified of melting? Regardless of how you answer it, it's important to keep in mind you are none of the roles you have or wish to fulfill, nor any of the restrictive masks of concealment that they may have or might turn into. At most, a role can transparently and joyously express an aspect of your spirit self. Life is always better when you know which roles are more fulfilling for you. Be sure to prioritize and enjoy them whenever and wherever possible. And then the mother's message is, it's important for a mask to melt once the function it had served tips into detrimentally constricting us at our highest level. So yeah, it's a purging energy basically, which does coincide with that Scorpio I transform. So it's like, I think I did allude to that at the start, where it's like it feels like there's a transfer here where like you're surrendering something negative in favor of something positive. Like it alludes to that as well. What else, please, for Virgo? Oh, that was a nice big jump. Oh, guardian angel. That's why it did a huge jump. So Spirit's saying, look, you've got your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels all around you. You are being supported by the universe. And guess what? It's okay for you to ask for help as well. Truth and integrity. Yep. Self-acceptance, trust, and new beginnings. Yep. This is you finding that it's like that self-love again. You know, for a lot of you, it might have been a really long time since you've genuinely felt that self-love. It might have been a really long time since you last trusted yourself and trusted your own intuition and trusted your better judgment. You know, so you're finding that inner peace again. And you've got new beginnings here as well. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm feeling that these new beginnings pertain to both in the physical and the spiritual. What else, please, for Virgo? Oh, wow. 3. Okay, the Panda of Perspective, rise like a motherfucking phoenix, and the Empathic Eel. Wow. Okay, one day she found her magic power, and her life changed within the hour. Now the bad stuff can't get near her and slides right off her slippery exterior. Remember, cards in tarot are not gender specific. They only used her because it rhymes. Okay, so you can still identify as masculine, and that's still going to be your message. Okay, you've recognized what it is that you need to feel healthy in mind and body. Don't let these good habits slip or feel guilty for putting yourself first. In fact, maybe share your wisdom and raise others up too. Yeah, so some of you are natural healers, basically. I love this one. Sing it loud and proud, and let's just stick a motherfucking in there for intensity. When you speak with intention and ecstatic devotion, you will raise your energy and reach those feels of flying high above the petty crap and drama. Life challenges will appear achievable. Remember, you can start over and over and over again. Yeah, exactly. So don't put limits on yourself, Virgo. I think you've had enough of people putting limits on you. Don't intensify that. Don't continue doing to yourself what they have been doing to you. So they've been putting limits on you. Don't you then go ahead and further put limits on yourself, okay? You can change and transform and reinvent yourself as many times as you like, okay? Like, don't put limits on yourself. If you try something and you find it's not working for you, it's okay for you to leave it and to try something different instead. And you can do that as many times as you need to until you find something that really does click for you, okay? We can only see what we know, and seeing we only know about 5% of matter of the universe, we know fuck all. So just remember that next time when you have an opinion or somebody judges you. Peace out. Yeah. You're the expert in your own life. You know what is better for you, okay? Don't allow that individual anymore to tell you what's what and what's good for you, okay? They don't know better because they're not you. They're not living your life. And furthermore, they don't have to go through the consequences of what they have decided is going to happen in your life. You know, you're the one that has to live with the consequences, you know, whether they be positive or negative. It's like, how can someone else possibly know what is better for you? They don't see the world through your eyes. They don't have your experiences. It's like you're the only one that has that first person perspective of your own life. Do you know what I mean? So how much is their opinion actually worth? Okay, so I need to leave that one there, Virgo. If you would like to book a private reading that is more catered towards your specific needs, then you can place your booking at phoenixkeiatarot.com. Also, again, a reminder of the podcast. So if you are struggling in your relationships or struggling to find love, then please do check out my recent interview with the relationship expert, and I will leave the link along this side here, and see how he can help you to achieve the relationships of your dreams. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and we shall speak again soon. Bye.